Yeah. Yeah, and then I told her, no, you can't put that there. That's not where that belongs. Oh, it's time for a video. Peace out, dude. Why 3.7 might be the most important patch that Cloud Imperium Games has ever worked on. We're gonna get into that and more after these messages. Today's video has been brought to you by the generous patrons of The Games who make continued content on The Games possible. The Games patrons enjoy monthly giveaways like Steam gift cards, Star Citizen packages, and any game that you want giveaways. Please consider donating just $1 if in any way you enjoyed The Games content. Thank you. Hello, welcome back to The Games, everyone. Friend of mine, Buzzkiller. Many people know who Buzz is. He's a pretty hardcore citizen who does wonderful layouts and mappings on flight control sticks and other great content. Go check out his channel. I'll plug him right there. Really good comment on one of my last videos, and it really kind of puts into light what I think that the focus of this video needs to be about. Let's flash up his comment here, and he says, "I'm just super frustrated with the current state of the game. I think a lot of people are. The only way to make reliable money is trading. As long as you don't get griefed or lose your ship to a server crash or randomly explode during quantum travel, but the supply demand has been nerfed so hard it isn't funny." Yes, I absolutely agree. I have experienced that myself. Other traders in my corporation, the Plexus Syndicate, have also experienced that. It is something that is very frustrating. It ruins gameplay. Yes, we can talk about how it's an alpha still. We understand, we get it. But we want the game to at least be somewhat playable so that people keep their interest in the game. So Buzzkiller's comments are very poignant, very relevant right now to 3.7. He says mining takes too long for the meager rewards. Valuable minerals are rare and nearly impossible to extract without blowing them up. I slightly disagree with that, but I understand where he's coming from. It is an art form. Mining is not the easiest thing to do. I have mined frequently, and I get where he's coming from on that point. Bounty targets never show up. Yes, I understand. I have done plenty of mission where there's nothing at the beacon when you get there. And missions are bugged. Delivery mission items fall through floors right now. Yes, about the only missions that work are the ones that you have scan and destroy the satellites. Missions are very janky right now. I absolutely agree with that, Buzzkiller. So far, my friend Buzz here is really on point. And I'm gonna get to my point here soon after we finish this comment. I just really want to feature this, segueing into 3.7 and why I think it's so important. So Buzz says, on top of all that, ever since ships were made available for in-game purchase, SIG has decided that instead of resetting the economy only on the major 3.x patches, now they do it every minor 3.xx patch too. It's impossible to make progress. Now, last Star Citizen Live, they did mention that they're going to work on some type of persistence, at least on your ships, in regards to like your ship and loadouts, which will be nice. I talked on the last video how I think it's very imperative that they start creating a system where you can actually take your funds and transfer them direct from wallet to wallet. I think that's important because the beacon system currently is the only way to do it, and that is busted. So it's just not worth his time, he says, to play right now. I wish they would just take a patch to iron out all the bugs, balance the economy, and make the game playable again. Buzz, thank you for voicing up. You are really in the majority right now of gamers that are playing Star Citizen. So as Buzz was talking about, we are currently in a janked out supply-demand economy that's being fed through a spreadsheet that essentially Cloud Imperiums is feeding us, and they're not doing a good job of it. I think they could do much better. This is going to be the hub on ArcCorp where trade gets done. I know that when it comes to the economy, we have a long way to go. So I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to talk about why I think 3.7 right now is very important to come out with as little bugs as possible. Yes, we're an alpha, but it is important that they bring out one of the most stable patches that they've had in a long time for multiple reasons. Let's list them here. So first reason, boom, staggered development. Everybody's wondering with the new staggered development decision that Chris has gone with within Cloud Imperium, and it is a little bit later than normal, 3.7 kind of being a little bit later than anticipated. So we do have a little bit of trouble there in terms of timeline, but okay. Second reason why, boom. Gameplay right now is all over the board. 3.4 was a lot more stable. In the prior patches to 3.5, there was a stability that people liked. I've talked to many people playing the game, inside the game, in general chat. I said, hey, what were some of your favorite patches? By the way, you guys list them down below. And I got a lot of 3.4s. Saying people enjoyed the 3.4 patch, that it was very stable. You guys let me know down below what you think was one of the more stable patches that you guys played, that you enjoyed coming back to again and again. Third reason why I think 3.7 is going to be very important. We have CitizenCon right around the corner, and we need to see exactly how the teams are going to release 3.7 prior to CitizenCon. In the light of this big anticipated CitizenCon, we still want to make sure that patches are reliable. We understand that they're preparing for CitizenCon. We understand that there's going to be a more focus put on that. But at the same time, we want to see how 3.7 is coming out in light of the fact that they've been working on CitizenCon. How effective are the employees at Cloud Imperium Games? Like, how effective are the teams in staggered development working under the gun with the pressure of CitizenCon on them? Are we just going to have unstable patches until CitizenCon, and then we have to wait till we get a patch that's somewhat more playable than what we have now? Because CitizenCon, I mean, I know we're going to be getting a new ship, probably the Carrack. We're probably going to be getting a new system or jump point mechanics. We've talked about that on the channel ad nauseum. But just because we're going to be getting these new mechanics that probably won't be put in the game for a while, and I'm pretty sure they're just going to introduce it as kind of like a hype thing. Like, look at what we're going to be able to get. Very similar to the sandworms. But what are we going to get as far as quality in patches leading up to CitizenCon and post CitizenCon? So we have these 3 points here that make 3.7 an indicator of what's to come for the rest of the year, in my opinion. And I hope they don't get too lazy. I hope Cloud Imperium aren't lazy about 3.7. With the new mechanics in the roadmap, you have FPS mining. You're going to have a lot of new elements within the game. You're going to have harvestables. I really hope that they take the time out to flush these new game mechanics out, and at the same time give people that base gameplay that we all like back, as far as supply and demand within the economy. I think that's super important that they bring back some type of stability to traders so that they have a good time. I think that the missions we need to look at mission rewards, and we need to increase rewards a little bit. But it also begs the question, I might do this in another video, about just basic supply and demand. Like, our supply and demand is coming directly from Cloud Imperiums right now through a spreadsheet. They supposedly are working on an algorithm that will be inserted into the game via code by developers. We're not quite sure exactly what the formula is that's going to get us our supply and demand. It's going to be based off NPCs primarily. I'm not quite sure I like that. I want the assets here a little bit more tradable between players as well. I think that would be awesome if I could buy and sell with other players, not just the NPC community. I want actual people, like human to human trade would be wonderful. And come on. So in anticipation of 3.7, these are the thoughts that I'm having. I think, the points that are here echo a lot of other gamers that are playing Star Citizen right now. I think 3.7 is going to be a kind of a guidepost, if you will, on how the rest of development's going to go from 2019 into 2020. We're going to be able to see basically what Cloud Imperium can handle with all this pressure on them right now. And hopefully the devs there can keep their shit together and give us a very good 3.7 patch. I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to get. I will be reporting more on this and the gameplay features in the game. I'm having a really good time with Star Citizen right now. And thanks everybody for watching. We are having a giveaway. We're having a 300i giveaway. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support here. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks everyone out there. You guys are the greatest, and I will see you on the next vid. Well, look at you. You made it to the end. You must be #professional. That's right. You gotta be a real fan of the games. Make sure you're tapping that bell so you get future notifications. Check out some more vids. Chill out. Also, check out our Patreon page. Lots of Patreon exclusive material just for our patrons. So help this community grow. And thanks for watching.